Alright guys, hello, welcome to the first stream of officially Moosemas, month of December, where we celebrate Christmas, but we're going to call it Moosemas because I'm the Moose. And we're here in San Jose. It's been a weekend without streaming so far, although we're finally streaming today. It's going to be kind of a easy flight today because I am just mentally drained. It's been a long week and weekend, and for the parade last week, right into a whole bunch of stuff prepping this week for our big Deck the Halls event at the church, which is where I was at this morning. What is that noise? Was it those guys? Okay. And so just kind of one thing after the next. We had the prep this morning. We had a big Nutcracker ballet recital event last night that was packed out. And just all the mental things that I got to, kind of navigate to get through all this stuff. So, man, you were noisy. You tried to run me over. Tried to assassinate me. Man, baggage guys are ruthless. Anyway, so it's been a week. So next week will be a little better because I don't have nearly as much going on. But we'll make it through. Christmas is always crazy for me. So hello guys. I want to say first hello to Kelsey, first one in the chat to say hi today. David, thank you for the love the lights comment. Also Sean McConnell for the Christmas light love. Sorry to hear you feeling the weather there, Kelsey. Hope you feel better soon. I've got a little itch in my throat. I'm hoping that's just from me killing myself recently. I hope that's not me getting sick. We'll see. Chris, good to see you on TeamSpeak there. David also in TeamSpeak, I see. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have no way of knowing. I'm actually... Wait a minute. Test 1, 2... Oh, there it is. Okay. I have a mic thing up here that I wasn't seeing bounce, so I want to make sure I was actually working. Have I told you what happened with my chase plane? No, I don't think you have, David. I don't think you have. What's going on here?
So, want to know what happened?
Sure.
So whenever I moved my mouse to the edge of the screen, it would switch cameras,
Oh.
depending on where that camera would be stationed.
Uh-huh.
So I just decided not to move my mouse near the edge of my flight sim.
I think that's, there is a mouse key cue for that in Chase Plane. I recall now when you're saying that. Let me look at preferences here. I remember seeing this somewhere. I thought. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Camera, presets. I remember seeing it somewhere. Maybe because I turned it off. It took that panel away. Reset control, reset assignments, flush shaders, generate report, reset pointers. I don't want to do any of that. Okay. Advanced features, interface. Close button should minimize translucent windows. I remember seeing somewhere something about like putting your mouse in certain areas, but I'm not seeing it now. I don't know where else that would be. That's weird. Okay, well, if I think of it, or if I figure out somewhere... Oh, nope, here we go. This, I think, is going to be it. Yep, here we go. Okay. If you look at your chase plane settings and go to aircraft, it's the last place you'd think it would be. You'll see a box with a bunch of points around it. And I think this is where, like, mine are all set to none. But I think you can put in there your views. So if you move your mouse up to that point, it will activate that. So if you just set all those to none, that should no longer happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So hopefully that fixes that for you, because that would be super annoying. All right, I think passengers are boarding here, so let's go ahead and get on as well and set up the flight. We're going down to San Diego today. Two reasons. One, it's on the West Coast and there's still light outside, and I wanted to fly a little bit in the daytime. And two, I know this route pretty well, so and I thought it'd be kind of cool to fly out of San Jose instead of San Francisco like we always do because I have scenery for San Francisco. I don't have scenery for San Jose, but that's okay. We do have scenery for San Diego, and so we'll get that there. Yeah, I don't use the numpad. The numpad is what you use for X-Plane because that's the only way you can do it with default camera stuff. I have my views set to my F keys at the top, and then it's my number pad, not the 10 key, but the numbers across the top with Control and Shift, and that's how I do my views on the fly. So, but hey, to each his own. Yeah, I don't actually use the number pad for anything at this point. I use the arrow keys to walk around, but beyond that. All right, let's get the stuff on. Ooh, dome light makes that bright. Yaw damper on. IRSs and FMC instruments are all centered and normal. Text the crossfeed valve here. Valve open, transit open, and then transit, and should go off in a second. Valve off. Good. Yeah, I don't use the mouse deal in chase plane either. I use it to look around sometimes, but beyond that. Fuel pumps are all off at the moment. I'm going to set this to standby power, just make sure that's good. We'll go back to battery. We're on ground bus at the moment. Get the breaker and panel lights on. Equipment cooling is on. Emergency exit lights are active. Seatbelt sign is on for the boarding process. We'll turn the window heats on. Pitos will stay off for the moment. We're going to be flying 35,000 feet today, so we're going to bump that up to 35. Packs are off at the moment. Bleeds on for the APU. When we turn that on, that's ready to go. And position lights are on. Come down here and test the oxygen. Oxygen test is good. Panel light there. We'll turn that on just a little bit. It's still light outside. Do a lights test. Lights test looks good. Spoilers are down, flaps are up, throttles are idle, and fuel is cut off. Parking brake, we'll go ahead and set that right now. We'll test the fire handles and cargo fire. And we're going to need to enter a position here, so let's do that real quick.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
I'll bet you are.
Thank you.
We're at KSJC. What the heck was that?
That's called echo.
Oh, was that what that was? Well, I heard General Switch and a... Who's echoing? Hey, Sean, you got your mic in like constant hot.
Yeah, hang on.
That was weird.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, I think it picked up something from Sean's, and that's where I heard the General Switch or something, and I was like, what was that? And then after that, it started echoing, so that's what...
It said channel switch.
Oh, channel switch. Okay. Well, it just sounded ominous and foreboding. So, but all I heard was general. But that makes more sense. Let's see. From where to San Diego? San Jose. Norman Mineta. Kilo Sierra Juliet Charlie. I'm at gate Charlie 10. So they won on Sunday against the Colts, and they lost Thursday night against Titans. Yeah, we got. Yeah. I've given up on the Jags for this year. It's I'm looking to next year now. I mean, we're beyond all hope at this point. So I mean, I'm still rooting for him, obviously, but it's going to be interesting. We fired our offensive coordinator. We'll see what happens with that. And now that we've replaced, we put in Cody Kessler instead of Blake Bortles. We'll see what that's doing. Like I said, they beat the Colts, but then they lost to the Titans. So yeah, who knows?
Those Titans.
Those stupid Titans. Yeah, I hate the Titans. They're my arch rivals. Dang Titans.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Before you upgrade to V4.4, you might want to check your aircraft inventory and the Beechcraft Bonanza A36, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You want to back that up into another directory because that will be removed.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so I think we're...
Yeah, I found that out the hard way, and now my Air Hauler 2 program is... I've got to start over.
Oh, that sucks. KSAN. Yeah, I'm probably going to do the upgrade to 4.4 somewhere around over the holiday. Once that slows down, once we get past Christmas Day itself, somewhere between there and the first half of January, it's probably and I'm going to do it as a complete reinstall. So I'm not going to do the whole client update this time. I'm going to do it as a complete wipe and restart just to do it. So I would have done that with 4.3, but since I knew I was going to be doing the 4.4 eventually pretty soon, I figured we'll try the other way and then we'll do fresh install with that one. So just because. WWA 19.
I can verify on the C-130 they fixed the visual errors, the paint errors. But it's the other bugs are still there. They haven't done anything with fixing the 2D panel or the glitches in the panel on the 3D whatnot.
I gotcha. I'll open up my charts.
Some switches work on the 3D panel, other switches work on the 2D panel.
That's annoying. Right, so it looks like we're probably going to be taking 30 right for departure, so we'll plan for that. I will show you guys, I used to go in plane spot at San Jose all the time because my grandparents lived in Campbell, which is the kind of the Clovis of San Jose. It's a suburb of San Jose basically, right off of 17, and which becomes 880 at a certain point. But so my parents would drop me off all the time because I wanted to go watch planes all the time. And basically, where you could watch, you can't see it on this very well, but this is the chart for San Jose. But there is a road that goes right here, right around the airport, and right about here or so, right about where this 3 is, there was there's a sign, but there's also a like an electrical Christie box that kind of juts out because it's a steep drop off kind of from the road right there into this kind of gully and then the airport fence. And there was a Christie box that kind of jutted out that made a level area, and you could stand right there really easily. And I would just go out there and watch aircraft for a long time coming in. They'd park right over here by this San Jose Air Aviation School kind of thing that was right here. So I'll show you guys when we taxi out. I'll show you, but they would come right here and then and a lot of MD-80s. It was great. The MD-80s were great because they got those big, powerful JT-8Ds on them, and they would just you feel it in your chest. They just thunder as they rolled up here to go, and you just really got it right there because you were standing right there. It was great place to watch aircraft. So anyway, we're over here at I think somewhere right about here actually is gate Charlie 10, and so we're going to taxi out down, I guess this is Zulu, down here to all the way to Alpha 1 and right out. So we're taking the Techie 3 departure today. It's our departure. Let's take a look at that. And this is the quintessential departure that we'd always see from Mineta here. As they take off and they make this kind of hard turn and then head off this way, so which is what we're going to be doing. So we'll be going on the right side. It doesn't really much matter what the path is here. It's basically the same thing, but we want to pass this stands for, by the way, unless you're from San Jose you wouldn't know this, but this stands for Milpitas. And we'll turn at starting at above 900 feet. We'll start the turnaround, max 230 knots through this, and then head to Spartans, I'm assuming is what that is, the San Jose Spartans, at 5,000 feet. And then from there we'll climb up, and we want to pass Techie at or above 13,000 feet. And from there, I think we are going to... Do I have it on this thing? eBay. So we're on this path right here. So Villery and eBay. And then our route takes us to Avenal, Fillmore, J1 to LAX, and then the Comex 2 into San Diego. So that's what we're going to do. So now that we have reviewed that, I can put that away. So we're going to take the... Actually, I'm going to select this first. So 30 right, Techie 3, eBay transition, then is filed. So from eBay, we go to Avenal, which is AVE. Big prison there. And from Avenal, we're going to Fillmore, F-I-M.
Hello.
Hey, Gemini, how you doing?
Good.
Juliet 1 to LAX. And then the Comex arrival. Comex 2, LAX transition, we're going to expect localizer 27. And we will activate that, we will execute that, we will check the legs. There's our 900 above, at or above at Milpitas, 5,000 at Spartans, and Techie at above 13,000. Coming down here, I don't see any discontinuities. We got a vectors up there for the transition to the approach, but that's okay. All right, we are good there. All right, we got 162 passengers on board today. Our zero fuel weight is 129 on the dot. Reserves today are 6.3. I'm going to round up. It's 6.27, but I'm going to call it 6.3. Cost index will be 80. Flight altitude today is going to be 350. And our winds aloft, looking at active sky, 278 at 31. 278, 31. And our top of climb, minus 52. No, minus, thank you, 52. There we go. Execute that. N1 limit. We are, although we're full, we're pretty light because we don't have much of a fuel load, so we're going to go ahead and do D-rate of 1. Takeoff today will be a flaps 5 departure. Trim will be 4.87, and that means V1 at 137, VR at 138, and V2 at 147. Unable 230 knots at Milpitas. It's not 230, it's max 230, so that's, yeah, it doesn't matter. We're obviously not going to be doing 230 knots by Milpitas probably, but we can't go faster than that, that's the only thing. It thinks it wants us to go 230 knots, so we don't care. We don't care. All right, we'll put that back to legs. Actually, I'm going to 147, that's what I want. Put that over there. So we'll set 147 plus 10 here. 57. What is the... I need the runway heading is 306. And we don't have AGC, so we're going to set 5,000, which is our initial hold on that. We don't want to go any higher than that at the moment. And our current altimeter is, where are you? 3025. There we go. 3025. I'll select the flight directors on. And we're going to set this to transponder. We're also going to test the transponder. Make sure that's working. Or test the TCAS, rather. Let's get the terminology right, I suppose. Let's go ahead and fire up the APU. And we'll close our doors. Sections, doors, close, Close. Close, close. That should bring the jetway away here in a second. I believe. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Well, the one thing's moving. We'll see what the rest of it is. I watched part of the Army-Navy game. Last I checked, it was third quarter, and Army was up by 10. But I didn't watch it anymore after I got home.
Army won.
I had a feeling. Chris, you've been awfully quiet. How you doing? Where's this jetway not backing away? Boarding completed. Maybe it'll move when I do the prepare for pushback and departure. Is the APU up? It is. I'm going to switch to the APU bus. And we are going to tell these to move along. C, initial ref, limit. Stop that, there we go. 4.87 we got a set here. It's close enough. And alright. Go ahead and put the logo light on. We'll put the anti-collision lights on at this point. And I think we are ready. I don't need this. There's no ATC on at the moment. I think we're ready to push. Let me get my checklist out and we'll just double check some things before we do that. And make sure we truly are ready. Checklist 737. Alright, Chris is on here, but he doesn't appear to be listening. Alright, oxygen was checked 100%. Navigation, transfer, and display switches are normal and auto. Window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector is auto. Flight instruments heading is 035, and that matches with the compass there. Altimeter setting is 3025, and that is set. And cross-check. Parking brake is set. Engine levers are cut off. And before start checklist, flight deck door closed and locked. Fuel pumps, fuel is 13.6 total, 6.8 or so on either side, as we expect. Passenger signs are on. Windows are locked. MCP is V2 plus 10, 157. Heading is 306 and altitude 5,000. Takeoff speeds are 137, 138, and 147. CDU pre-flight's completed. Rudder and alarm trim free and zero. Taxi and takeoff briefing is complete, and the anti-collision light is on. So we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and call for pushback. There it goes. Okay. And let's see. Nose to the right is what we want. So here comes our friend John out of the building. That was a cool trick.
Don't worry, there's a place where you can park underneath the building.
Yeah, apparently. Through the concrete was what it appeared to me.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Wonderful. He's so chipper. It's encouraging. All right, I'm going to kill the dome light. We don't really need it at this point. It's bright enough for us to do what we're going to do, although it is getting dark, so I'm going to increase these a little bit.
Locking gear.
And I'm going to increase this one a little bit too. Alright. Anyone else flying with me today? Or is it just me? I saw an Alaska over there earlier, but...
I'm on the server.
Oh, there's Chris. Is that you to my, left?
Yes, it is.
Copy that.
This is taxiing already.
I'll bet it's you. Were you the Alaska guy? Or the... I mean, you're probably
No,
not
I'm
flying
right
Alaska.
behind you. If you...
Oh, okay.
I'll be flying down in Tahiti in just a little bit.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Oh,
not
I
on
see.
yet.
I see a Rothmuller. Alright, so we are started the push. Let's go ahead and get our engines started. So fuel pumps coming on. And starting number 2.
Can't be in Tahiti and not fly the goose.
That's true. That's true. Hey, Pilot SKCX says hi to Chris, and he's still at work, so thank you for the bits, sir. I appreciate that. Hello to you. Hope you're having a fine Saturday.
Hello there, Pilot. How's it going? Hope you enjoy the stream. I'm gonna hop on here in a minute and kind of follow Moose on my stream so I can have a good view of his landing.
Nice.
As long as Kramer doesn't start the bit war.
Yeah, no kidding. He's got deep pockets.
Showing the real world. Do you, Pilot, do you work in aviation in real life? Alright, we got number 2 started. Starting number 1.
Who was that question to?
To Pilot SKCX. Flight control for air share here in Kansas City. Oh, okay. That's cool. Fuel on for number 2. Oh, wow. That's cool. All right, John, you can stop pushing me back now. We're clearly lined up. There we go. There we go. All right, and start a cutout of number 1 rather. So we got 2 good starts. We're going to switch to generators, and pitos will now come on. Electric hydraulics will come in. Packs on. Crossbleed to auto. And APU gen can go off.
Unlocking gear.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Tow truck disconnected.
That's what I
Bypass
wanted.
been removed.
We're going to load that down to that.
Hey Moose,
Flaps coming down to 5. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be back in like 10 minutes. I'm going to the airport to plane spot.
Oh, okay. Awesome, man. Can't argue with plane
Left is
spot.
clear. Right is clear.
Oh, I thought he disappeared right there. Thank you, sir. I assume that's you showing me the pin or something. I don't know. We're just waving. Let's check our flight controls here. 2 up, 1 down. 2 up, 1 down. 2 down. 2 up. Rudder full left. Full right. And neutral. Flight controls are checked. RTO set. Flaps are down to 5. And before text checklist, generators are on. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice not required. Isolation valve is auto. Engine start switches are going to continuous. Recall. Got nothing there. We're good. Recall checked. Auto brake RTO. Engine start levers are idle to tent. Flight controls are checked and ground equipment is clear. Alright. Brakes release. Forward ho.
Yes, because you do realize that I can't push till you move away.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get out of your way.
You're so sweet.
I know.
Alright, I'm passing under the runway.
You're good to push now, Chris.
Thanks, sir. I'll be right behind you.
Alright. And ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. Want to welcome you aboard this Boeing 737 with service from San Jose to San Diego. Flight time today is just over an hour. We should be in the air very shortly after a short text to the runway. At this time, I want to remind you that you need to be in your seats with seatbelts securely fastened, your tray tables and seat backs in their full and upright positions in preparation for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for takeoff at this time. There we go.
Alright, I'm taking off.
Alrighty, we'll be behind you. There goes David.
You'd be excited to hear what I'm cruising at today.
What are you cruising at?
390.
Oh, going up high.
Did you update your GSX?
Yes, just before I started streaming.
I like the multiple trips.
Multiple, what does that mean?
That means the baggage cart guys will go away and come back with another load.
Oh, really? That's cool. I didn't even notice they were doing that. It's downtown San Jose, right there past the runway there. We're gonna go.
I really wish I could go above 5,000 right now.
Alright, looks like we're gonna duck in over this way.
Tomorrow at 3 p.m., San Francisco to Heathrow. Ouch.
Who's doing that?
Pilot sticks.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to fly up over the curvature. You know, North Pole.
Oh, the pole, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice 10-hour flight there. I'm gonna turn my taxi light on. How droll.
Yeah, you got multiple trips, always fuel progressively, detect custom aircraft systems refueling, estimate passenger numbers, assistance services, automotive.
Why is this thing trying to do my thrust reverser? Forward thrust, you dumb thing. So yeah, so where I would watch aircraft was like right out here. Or right, actually it'd be like right here. But, yeah, good times. Alright, we're taxiing on to the runway. Oh, it killed my auto throttle when it did that. Hit our strobes.
I see your strobe lights.
Nice. Hopefully it got its reversing out of the system. That would be nice. Because that's really super annoying. Alright, let's see. Arm. Where's my phone? Good God. Alright, that's armed. Landing lights on. We're good to go. Ignore that noise on the phone in the background. I'll deal with that in a moment. There we go. Eighty knots. Positive rate, gear up. There's Moffett Federal Field right there. Let's see the big giant hangar. And there's Milpitas, so we will begin the turn to the right. Got a little bit of windiness going on up here. Just a tad. Flaps 1. Flaps up. It's the 5,000 restriction.
Yeah, I was working this week with the TDS 787 model, and what they list as the flap schedule is actually the max speed for the flaps.
Oh, really? Why are we still in climb power? You should be trying to... Like, we've got an altitude hold, so you should not be...
Yeah, you still got a speed restriction, don't you?
Yeah, I do. So I'm not sure. It's like it leveled. It told me to level off, but then it kept the throttles in climb power, so it's accelerating like to 280 knots. So, like, excuse me. No.
Your throttle is wonky right now.
What was that?
Your speed is all wonky.
No, I know. Well, it was. It's coming back to normal now because I overrode the system. I'm having trouble staying on my path. You don't think
It's
cruise
just
was?
veering off course so you don't overrun anybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. It was planned. No, climb. It will. It'll stay on. No, you're right. Climb 1 will stay, but it'll change the. It'll change to FMC speed generally instead of pitch hold, and that's not what it was doing. It's still not. I mean, it says FMC speed, but the throttles are still way up for what's happening here. I don't know what's going on. It's really weird. But we're past our altitude restriction now, so we can VNAV and flight level change up to 35. There. Now it goes back to N1. That's the indication now. Unable what? Oh. Yeah, watch me. Could be weather related. You put an assumed temp, and if you did, I did not put an assumed temp. No, I am using. I just used the standard D rate, the D rate 1. So I didn't do a flex temp though.
I will say, clouds in San Diego are pretty much at a minimum right now. Very pretty out.
You mean the weather is at minimums? Is that what you're saying? Or there are no clouds?
There are no clouds.
Okay. Make sure I understand the meaning.
If there was clouds, I'd be surprised.
Mushy and yucky. Soup's helped a little bit. Oh, that's good. Yeah, something warm like soup always feels good when you're feeling yucky. Alright, landing lights off. 10 checks. Pressurization system's working. We'll do seatbelt signs off and auto. We're no longer in continuous. And taxi light can come off as well. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in autopilot. Auto brake can go off. Flaps are all up. And we're humming along. There's Highway 101 down there. That's the airport at Morgan Hill. This is Gilroy right here.
Like that black marble, don't you?
What was that?
Gotta love that black marble.
I actually don't have black marble. This is all just FTX Global right now, and well, yeah, FTX Global. But we're not in Southern Cal. I have Southern California, but I don't have Northern California. I'm looking at getting black marble, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
I love it.
I hear nothing but good things about it, so.
I think you get a better performance from black marble and take away the FTX.
Oh, really?
Light. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, there's our 13,000 restriction right as we pass Techie, so we're good there. No more restrictions until we get to the approach star. Lovely evening of flying on the West Coast. Alright, I'm gonna... What is this? Oh. Alright, I'm gonna call my roommate back here. Alright, well, he didn't answer, so... no, I don't have Stargazer installed. That's the other thing I'd really want to get from that, is the Stargazer. I mean, the stars actually don't look half bad, but I hear they look... I've seen them look amazing in Stargazer. So this is all default sky at the moment. I did also get... I picked up... I don't know if I mentioned it, on Black Friday week, on the 30th, I picked up Skyforce 3D, because it was half off. I've not installed it yet, so this is still the Rex textures from back under Rex 4 plus Overdrive. So I'll be doing that here pretty shortly. I may just wait on Skyforce until I do the upgrade, because I'm going to have to uninstall everything anyway. So I'm kind of debating back and forth whether I go ahead and install it now, only to reinstall everything, or go ahead and just wait until I do 4.4. But looking forward to seeing what that does for some of the textures in P3D now. It's hard to argue with half off, so that's moving along. Let's see, our total flight time today is supposed to be right about an hour, according to progress here. It's supposed to be in at 2:09 Zulu. It's 1:22 now, so that's about 50 minutes. A little less than 50 minutes from now. 55.0, not 15. Not that fast. I'm gonna basically just hug the coast range of California here all the way down.
Okay, it looks like I gotta set up my views for the goose by hand. Nobody's got anything set.
Oh, on chase plane?
Yep.
Gotta get some new 7.3 shots. There's a SpaceX rocket launching near LA tonight. Oh, really? Like from Vandenberg, I would assume. That's usually where they go off from if they're on this side. Did you guys see the what was the wasn't it SpaceX? Is that Tesla's company that launched it's like puberty all over again. That launched on like Thursday or something like that. That one went out from Cape Canaveral, and I watched the feed of that. It was a little delayed. It was live, but it was just looping from earlier in the day, because I was watching it in the evening, my time, and it was still daylight in Cape Canaveral, so clearly live was a bit of a stretch. But they had the one booster rocket that kind of went haywire and then launched itself into the ocean, or actually landed in the ocean. That was pretty cool. Hey, Briangren, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Passing 25,000 feet. Got another 10,000 feet to go. Fuel at 10 even on the dot. Yeah, we just took off from San Jose, and we're headed to San Diego. San Diego. Oh, that's cool. Who are the Niners playing tomorrow? Oh. Well, someone's connected. Box suite at the 50? Dang. So where was my invite? Oh, that's cool, man. I've never actually been to Levi's Stadium yet, so it's nice looking though. 3,000 till cruise. Oh, so you're cruising at 390, right, Rothmuller?
Yes.
Oh, playing the Broncos. Oh, that should be a good game. I enjoy the Broncos. Box suite on the 50, man. That's cool. You can sneak you in, yeah. Oh man, yeah. Tomorrow of all days, I couldn't go if I wanted to because it was the with all this Deck the Hall stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be swamped tomorrow. First NFL game, yeah, it's fun. You'll enjoy yourself, Brian. I think you'll have fun.
Why is it this week that you always are busy?
It's the holidays. I'm always busy the holidays. It's called adulting, unfortunately. So you think you're enjoy your freedom now as you're restricted in your freedom because of your youth, but once you have total freedom, you'll also have a lack of it because of all your responsibilities. When you'll have total freedom is when you're retired.
Highly overrated.
Exactly. When you have total freedom, you'll be retired, but then odds are you'll be frail and sick and won't be able to do anything anyway. So life is kind of a cruel joke. When we get to heaven, that's when we'll be truly free. The owner's nephew. Whoa, the owner's nephew just died today, so I assume that'll be some sort of. Oh yeah, I assume the 49ers owner's nephew. Eric 3, how's it going, sir? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, life's funny that way. You're young and you've got no responsibility, but you don't have a lot of freedom because you're under your parents' restrictions and schedule. Then you get to be a young adult and you finally have freedom for the first time, but you've got to make money, so you're working 8 jobs and all the stuff, and then you can finally retire, and then you're old and tired and don't want to do anything.
Them dang parents.
I know. Yeah, no, Eric, I assume that's what you were lulling. Yep. Life's just kind of a cruel bait and switch. But, oh well. Such is life. Oh, that's fun. We got about 5,000 feet to go. We're just crossing 30,000 feet now. David, thank you for the subscription. Welcome aboard.
I get to sit in the first class.
Yes, you do. You've achieved first class status. What's NightBot getting its? Oh, now. A year. Stop spamming emotes. Oh, I gotta turn that spamming emotes off because people are gonna do that a lot. Can I override NightBot doing that on the fly? I like the Jaguars emote. That's cool. That's awesome. But yes, you were correct. From the playoffs to Browns level status. It's like someone just turned the light switch off. I don't understand what the heck happened. It's really quite sad. Enormous. It's probably because David is a subscriber now, so it lets him do whatever he wants.
No, it's because I'm a moderator.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Here. No, don't do that. No. There you go. Try it again, Briangren. I see that. Pinch the cable. Can we do a trip up to the Arctic? Yeah, I'd like to. I think that'd be fun, especially as we get closer to Christmas in the winter time here. I thought about trying to do that this weekend, but when I realized it was everything was like going nutso. But yeah, I'd like to do that before Christmas, to go up and head up to Alaska and do some snowplane stuff.
Are we gonna head to Tahiti or no?
Yeah, I do want to do Tahiti at some point. I'm not sure where I'm going to fit that in at this point. So, I think my plan is to do that somehow. Somehow, somewhere. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it as a special one-off from LA or to do it from New Zealand, where we're at right now.
That'd be a far trip if you went from LA.
I've done it before. I didn't stream it last time I did that. That was 2 years ago. I think I did it. I think I did it from... No, I went straight there. Yeah, it's like crossing the pond. It's a healthy journey. I think it was like 8 hours, something was the flight from LA. The first time I ever did it, I did a hop. I did it from... I did LA to Hawaii and then Hawaii down. But each of those legs is, LA to Hawaii is right around 5 to 6 hours. And then Hawaii down to, because then you basically like go straight south. And it's like another 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, it actually ends up being longer in total time. But you can break the trip up into a little more manageable sections. So sometimes it's just better to just get it done, but we'll see. It all depends on timing. I need to look and see what it is to go from New Zealand to it. I know that's going to be like a 4-hour jaunt as well. I think it's long no matter what.
30 minutes.
Thank you. Brian, no dinner plans today. I just went and had lunch with my brother kind of late, around like 2, over at Doghouse. And whenever I have Doghouse, I'm like done for the rest of the day because it's so filling. It's good, but it's super filling. So I don't really need any more food today. I'm probably get like some little snacky thing tonight sometime before I go to sleep. But beyond that, we're done with the meals for the day, I think, for me. Could you please add... Oh, okay. Interesting.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you may.
Just out of the kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits?
Well, you know, the old saying, everybody else says it one way, but I say it a clean way.
Oh. I know what you mean now.
See, I can always count on you to catch on. Just take a minute.
And once I know what you're trying to do, then it makes perfect sense. Like, oh, okay, we're doing the Christian version of the yeah.
Amen. When I'm live streaming, and I've got you guys in the background talking, but it's not picking up on my live stream.
What I had to do, you're using OBS?
Streamlabs, OBS.
Yeah, so am I. So what I had to do is I went in and I've got my audio output capture. I have my normal mic, which is this guy right here. And then I have a headset capture. So what is happening, and I think Well, no, wait a minute. Yeah, because I don't have you guys. I have your audio piped in to the headset, and so what's going on? Because what I try to do is you need to capture the audio from TeamSpeak, basically. And the best way to do that, you could probably do it as its own source, possibly. I don't know, I've never tried it that way. But I found it the easiest way to do it just to headset capture. The reason I actually have them split is because at one time I was doing headset for some stuff and the desktop speakers for the game sounds. And so I literally had two sources. Now they're both coming in here. I probably could just do headset capture at this point and it would capture everything. So I may have some redundancy with the main, the primary audio output capture and the headset capture. But whatever it is, it ensures that I'm getting the TeamSpeak stuff.
So when I go to the, do I go under editor and go to mixer, or do I go to dashboard?
Yeah, in mixer, let's see, I'm going to try to think how you have to, are we in editor now? No, wait, what mode am I in right now? That's the... Why aren't you telling me what these things are? Under the... It's not the mixer, because the mixer is what you already have set. What you need to do is go into whatever your scene is. Like I've got the scene I'm in right now is just called game, and then it lists all the different elements in there. Under... I'm trying to remember what's... Was that source? Might be source, I don't know. But add a source and then add an audio source, and then you pick which source you want to grab. If that makes sense. I'm not seeing. There we go. Yes, under sources.
Audio
yeah.
Output capture, audio input capture.
It's going to be audio. Probably audio. Well, no, audio output. Oops. Get that over there. Because I think mine is a... That's audio output capture. See, I have an audio output capture and I have a headset capture. And the headset capture is what's bringing the TeamSpeak stuff in.
I'll be glad when you get on Discord.
Yeah. Audio... Okay, no.
I've already got Discord set up.
Yeah, sure, audio. Wait a minute, where's my audio output? Oh, there it is. So it'd be under audio output capture, and then you'd add that as a source, and then you would pick... Yeah, because then I've got headset capture as one of those, so... You could say add new source, call it something, and tell it where it's going to grab it from. Like I have two existing sources, the audio output capture and the headset capture. So, and make sure it didn't just add that in again. No.
So you want to do headset and speakers?
That's what I had to do because of the way I had it set up originally. Like I said, I don't know if I would technically have to do it again now like that, but a lot of times your game is defaulting as a standard desktop audio, whatever, and then you have it routed to your headset. But because it's getting it that way, if it sees it that way, you're not getting the TeamSpeak side of it because it's going to your headset and you're grabbing it before and sending it audio output. So if you grab it at the headset, whatever you're hearing will go to your Streamlabs. So that includes your game sounds and your... So in theory, I could probably kill the audio output capture, and you'd probably still hear everything normally, would be my guess.
Okay, under sources now I've got audio output capture, and I got two audio output captures under sources.
That you've already added, or that are in your options to add?
No, I've just added them. Like
okay. So when you go in there and select the preferences for those, you need to decide what device those are capturing.
I did.
Okay.
So whenever you got a chance to go to my live stream,
Okay.
see what I'm talking about.
Gotcha. Let me see if I can check that out. Go ahead and say something, Chris. Go ahead and say something, Chris. Oh, I hear me on your stream now. Oh. Yeah, so it's working now because I just heard me through your stream. So you should be good now. Briangren, you had spicy chicken sandwich, and though you wish it was actually spicy. Yeah. Whose is the? Let's see. The one at Rallies, which is Checkers in a different part of the country, is actually fairly spicy. I'm trying to think if I've had. I think Wendy's is actually pretty spicy too. I've never had Jack in the Box, but I don't really go to Jack in the Box very often. We're 22 miles from Film. Oh, I'm thinking we're landing in LAX, so we got a little ways to go still. In fact, I think, yeah, so LAX is going to be right there. This is like Malibu in here somewhere. This should be lighting up as we get closer to it. Well, this is the LA jutting out here.
So earlier today we were doing a group flight this morning.
Uh-huh.
And we had a little bit of a discussion about some of our famous sayings in flight simulation. You know, when we're all talking or doing other things and we're not paying attention to our aircraft.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's coming up with different number one sayings that they would say, like, "Oh crap, I forgot about that," or your thing will go off saying, "Terrain, terrain, terrain." You know, it's just, what is your favorite? Some of your favorite ones?
I don't think I've ever had the terrain one when I wasn't paying attention. That's thankfully. Mine though, let's see. Mine's usually just I'll usually say it under my breath. I think the one I probably say most often is just like "oops," and then quickly flick the switch so hopefully nobody notices, because it's usually something like that that I haven't done. But let's see.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the follow.
It'd either be "oops" or it would be what's the terrain alert alarm going off because you're either overflying or underflying your altitude restriction, because that's the other one that will generally happen to me.
I was accidentally watching one of your videos and I was so confused. I was like, why isn't it popping up on the screen?
Yeah. Star. That's right.
Of course, I guess one of your favorite ones that you like is that, you know, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what I love to hate. Where are we coming? Oh, LAX. That's right. I need the answer to that. All right, coming in on the LAX for the comics. We need to.
They all look like I got broken backs.
That's true.
Oh,
I know, right? Oh. We're going to expect to cross Lejeune between 190 and 15,000. Comics between 15,000 and 12,000. Lantern at 230 knots at or above 9,000. X-Men's at or above 7. And then Cloman at 210 at 6,000. And then NATO at 6,000 as well. And then we'll do the vectors to the final approach. Sorry, I said expect to cross. I did not mean that. It's actually a command, not an expect. It's a you will cross between.
Can I hear this passenger that every time board they say flight number 4? I'm like, where do you fly 4 flights in one day?
Wait, flight number 4? What now?
So one of the DSX passengers
Uh-huh.
is just this flight. I think they're like talking to someone. They say flight number 4.
Really?
And I'm thinking like, how do you have 4 flights in a day?
Serious commute. Or someone that decided to make like have their flight have like 18 connections to get to their destination. 12 and 5, 230 above 9, 230 above 7, 210 at 6, and 6. Okay. Alright, so we're good to go there. Where is our... Oh, top of drop's coming in. So, 6,000 is the bottom of the star, so we're going to set 6 as the lowest point. So that is ready to go. We are on VNAV, so that should go now when we get there. So that's good.
Hey, you guys know if you got any snow yet up in the Tahoe area?
I don't know about Tahoe. I'm sure we have. We've got good-looking snow up in the Sierras right here by us. We had a couple good storms come through that dumped up in the mountains. So I'm pretty sure Tahoe has probably gotten quite a dusting as well. Oh, that's good. Yummy.
Got poured on twice in 2 weeks, which was crazy for San Diego.
Yeah, your weather's usually pretty steady as she goes.
In San Diego, it's either sunny or sunny.
Exactly. Your weatherman has the easiest job in the world. Oh, there's LAX down there. I'm going to fly right over the field. Hey, Gemini, welcome back.
Guess what plane I saw?
What was that?
Guess what plane I saw?
Well, 737. That's probably a safe bet.
No.
What'd you see?
A CRJ 700 Elite Airways.
And what airways?
In Elite Airways CRJ 700.
Yeah, cool.
It's a charter.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right, there's our top of drop. Power's coming back. We're starting our descent. Starting our descent. Strangers in the night.
I was kind of surprised when I saw you come on. You weren't doing the Mad Dog.
Yeah, I thought about, again, doing the Mad Dog, but part of it was my mental state is such that I needed something uber familiar to fly. Or I was going to frustrate myself, so I went
So
for
you're
the
still learning that aircraft?
Tragic. No, I've got it down pretty well, but when it comes to being able to kind of do things just rote and easily, for me, the 737 is as easy as it gets at this point, just because I know this aircraft so well now.
I saw that the 88 comes out to be just like a little bit of an upcharge, but
Yeah, the
it's
83
almost
as well.
It's almost worth getting it. 82.
Yeah, I think I'll probably do it too. What was the upcharge? Do you remember?
Well, they just I heard it was going to be an upcharge for the 88 when it comes out.
They didn't say how much though.
No.
Okay.
And then the PBR's coming too.
Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Hey Mayo, how you doing?
Pretty good. Just been figuring some stuff out with new computer
Yeah.
stuff. Because honestly, with all the stuff with Orbix and all that, just i5 is starting to throttle. It's not working for me.
Oh.
You have a new microphone?
No, I'm getting new PC parts finally. I mean, I've only had this processor for 2 years, but it's not great for flight sim right now.
What is it right now?
6600K.
Oh, okay.
It's a couple of years old now, and it's not the fastest processor I should have for what I'm trying to do, especially with all the add-ons. Makes it even worse.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a 8700K.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just because, oh, I'm not paying for it.
The best kind of situation.
Yeah. Which will totally help out.
Well, that's cool.
I really wish in the near future that, which would benefit all of us with 5 or 6 core processors, that they do multi-core finally, because it would actually make sense to have these really crazy processors.
Yeah.
Hey, look, no clouds.
So right now it only uses a single core, which I think is pretty stupid. It's just the way they did it, still do it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and that's the reason why. And I kind of never. I wish I kind of would have had this realization a long time ago, but I finally switched over to Intel because I was AMD forever, but Intel just has better single core performance across the board, generally speaking, and that's I kind of realized. I was like, well, no wonder I'm never getting like the full bang for the buck, because AMD, I've got cores coming out my butt, but it's only using one of them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the newest Ryzen just because it was a good amount cheaper, but I'm like, at this point, with what I'm doing, until they do multi-core, it's better for me just to spend the extra $100.
Yeah.
Getting, the extra 10 frames that comes with it.
Yep.
Yeah, pair that with my 1080, and it's gonna be a lot better. No more throttling.
Yeah, nice.
I need it. What do you got, Mike? You got a i7?
I have the i7 7700K,
Yeah.
and it's overclocked to 4.8, I believe.
Yeah, the 8700K is just a step above that, I think.
Yeah.
Which is newer. I think it's at 5.0 gigahertz is what it boosts up to or something.
I think it turbos up to that, yeah.
Buyer beware, buyer beware, fsaddons.com selling freeware for profit.
Really?
What do you mean freeware for profit?
Well, it
Like
means
they're selling freeware as a product, a payware.
Oh, wow. Okay. I just came to realization that's really shady.
What's the place called? FS Add-ons?
Yeah.
Interesting. I love when sketchy people get into the flight sim community.
You Moose, San Diego Ground just went on. I'm sure it's not you.
It's not me. I'm a little preoccupied. Who is it?
What are they doing?
Joseph Chua. A place called FS Add-ons is selling freeware. Like, selling it for profit. Apparently.
For listing a freeware aircraft as payware.
Yeah.
I have $75. What should I do? What should I do? I mean, I have all the
Or what?
They might just go by weather.
What's your question there, Sean?
Yeah, I was wondering what they're selling because
Well, I'm sure they're selling some legitimate stuff too, but I think they're also selling stuff that is actually freeware, and they're trying to make money off it. So it's pretty shady. So where did you see that, Chris? Like, what was that? Was that like a Facebook post or something, or what?
FS Elite.
Oh, FS Elite. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Really
that's
hesitant.
sketchy.
Why doesn't San Diego Ground have their ATIS up yet?
He probably
that's
just got
like their
on.
mission creator programming.
I spend almost $50 on Vector Sky for P3D.
Yeah.
Or like buy something else.
20.
I'm really tempted to buy the TFDI 717.
It's a good plane.
Yeah, but is it worth it if I already have a 73?
I would say so, only because it's a different. If it was very similar to 7.3, I would say no, but because it's such a different animal, because it's a MD style, I think it's worth it.
There's a lot of liveries for it.
There are quite a few liveries now, yeah.
We even fly. I guess Hawaiian flies the 701. I don't know what other American carriers really fly it.
It's really just Hawaiian and Delta in the U.S. at this point, and then there's a airline or two in Europe, I think, that's flying them. But yeah, real world liveries, there's not a whole lot, but there's people doing liveries for it all over the place.
Pretty sure Allegiant flies it still.
No, they do not.
They don't.
Nope. They fly the MD-83 or 82 or whatever it is, but they don't fly the I'm blanking, the Boeing 717.
Yeah. So what do you think's a better deal right now? Should I go with an MD-80 and Mad Dog, or should I go with the 717 or do something?
That's a toss-up for me. I'm not sure which I would go with necessarily. You really could go either way. They're both, now that the updates that Leonardo has done with the MD-82, they're both fantastic aircraft now.
It's just preference at that point.
Pretty much. The question really is, do you want a mad dog or an angry puppy? My team got gold a couple Saturdays ago for basketball. Oh, awesome, Kelsey! Congratulations.
I mean, at least with the angry puppy, you can tame it.
You can contain it. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I'm scared to see the price tag.
Yeah, I don't remember. They're probably both pretty similarly priced, actually, if memory serves. I want to say they're both probably around like 40 to 60, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the 717 just because I want to fly Hawaiian.
Alright, we're getting close to 10,000 feet, so I'm going to put the landing lights on. Engines will go to continuous. We've switched to the altimeter 3023. Decision height set 680 on the barrel. And there's no ILS, so we're not going to worry about tuning anything. There's a localizer, so we can tune the localizer for it, which is 110.9. So I'll do that. 110.9. And the runway heading is 275.
Or I spend $48 on Active Sky so I can actually have realistic weather. Which I think might make more sense. That's what I really need. I really need
Hey, I see my house.
Oh. Are you on approach yet, or are you still on the star?
I think I'm about to transition.
Oh, okay.
Of course, it's just like a speck on the ground, but yeah, I still see it. Yeah, I just passed 10,000.
Oh, okay. I'm leveling at 10 while I reduce speed, apparently. Oh, drag required. Let me help you out. Let me give you some drag.
I need good add-ons under $20.
For 20?
Hey, I can tell you one right now to get. You will love it. Is that new scenery from Latin VFR, Santiago, Chile.
So get scenery for an airport that you probably will never go to?
Yeah.
It's really nice, man. Hopefully we don't lose it to doing a long haul from LA down there or something like that.
Are you guys going to do another flight after we land out in San Diego?
No, it's just a short one and done for me because of all the stuff I still got to do. Next weekend will be a little more engaging, but I wanted to get at least one flight in with you guys before I didn't want to have to say on Saturday after all that. Oh, can't fly after all. So.
What happened this morning?
Oh, it's just been a crazy weekend. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to stream this morning. I tweeted that out yesterday because we had a dry run rehearsal for our Big Deck the Halls program we're doing tomorrow night at the church. And last night I couldn't fly because I was running sound for a Nutcracker ballet performance at the church. So it's just been a weekend of lots of work and no play. So wanted to get one flight in while I still had some mental capacity to do so, and then look forward to next week.
Yeah.
I did get all my Christmas shopping done though, so
That's always good.
that's done. So yeah, that's happy days.
Oh, you know what I might get for $20?
Hmm.
Might get John Wayne.
Oh, who did that one?
That P4.
Oh, nice. They do good work. All right, we're making the turn parallel to the airport. That is not the airport down there, by the way. That's an airport, but it's not our airport. Our
Are
airport.
you looking at the Air Force Base?
I think that's what that is. Yeah. Yeah. There is Lindbergh over there, and not that one either. That's what is that's another military base, right? That's out in the harbor, right on the right out from Lindbergh.
Yes, that is I believe, a Marine base.
Got it. Yeah, so we're not landing there, we're landing here. This is our runway right there. Downtown
At the
San
tiny
Diego.
airport.
At the tiny airport, that's right. Yeah, not this thing off on my left either. Which I don't know what that is, but
Alright, I'm turning for final.
copy that. Oh, I see you on TCAS now.
Doesn't seem like there's anyone departing at the time right now.
Yeah, it does not.
Is the clouds are the clouds good in active sky?
They're okay. Like I said, I don't use Active Sky's clouds. I mean, I use the Active Sky generates them, but the cloud textures and their look is all done by Rex for me.
Alright, yeah, because I already have Rex. Their
Yeah.
weather engine.
Yeah, that's what
Wait,
I
active?
did in the Flight Sim 10, but I haven't got Rick for P3D yet.
Gotcha.
Active Sky has its own clouds?
Well, it'll generate the clouds. It doesn't have its own texture engine, so it will generate the clouds and weather that are default to FSX unless you have something else. So in other words, Active Sky will generate the weather, and if you have nothing else but Active Sky, it's going to generate the weather, and the weather will look as good as P3D weather out of the box, but it will be accurate weather for that. But if you have Rex or something else, it'll generate the weather, but it'll use much better cloud drawings and textures and everything to do that because it will have those available. So it does not have its own clouds in the sense it's using clouds from the sim engine or some other third-party add-on that you have. It's really just a weather generator, if that makes sense.
Washington Dulles is
Flaps
getting
one.
hard.
I get terrible frame rates every time I play with LAX.
With FS Dream Teams? Yeah, same here. I can't even fly in a LAX anymore, really. I get like 10 frames.
Really? I actually don't
Yeah.
get. I don't
That
get.
is bad.
Yeah, I did not get that kind of hit with. I thought I was gonna get that kind of hit with Dream Team, but I never did.
You had an i7 during that though, didn't you?
What was that?
You still had your i7?
Well, yeah, no. Obviously, my computer's probably a lot more powerful, but
Yeah. Well, what do you have a 1080, right?
No, 970.
Oh.
1080 would be nice, but
Yeah. I mean, I have the correct GPU for Flight Sim, I just don't have the correct CPU. If I were to get an 80, if I get the 8700K up in here, it's gonna be a lot better.
all right, we're turning for final now. Set Fops 5.
Alright.
And ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. Just want to let you know we are making our final ascent into San Diego. At this time, please return your seats, fasten seatbelts, seatbacks, and tray tables in a full upright position in preparation for landing. Flight attendants prepare the cabin for landing at this time. What was that you said, David?
I'm on final.
Copy. Oh, I see your beacon out in the distance.
Do you have what's it called turned off? Like usually for me, if I'm close up to other aircraft, I see like the text above.
No, I turned that off. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh, it's up in your tag settings. So if you go into your graphic settings or your general settings, I think it is. There's the where you can check and say what all you want on the tag. There's one at the top that just says turn it on or off, basically.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Patriots in Miami tomorrow against the Dolphins. All right. I have a feeling you guys will take them, but you never know. You never know.
I'm gonna do a nice and easy short flight. I'm gonna do Honolulu to
I love descending into San Diego.
It's true.
Honolulu to the Washington Dulles. It's a short flight.
That's not short at all. Yeah, David, I agree. I love the approaches into San Diego, especially in sunset. Like now it's dark, but still beautiful with all the city lights. But the dusk approaches are the best into San Diego.
I mean, I'm loving the flight so far. My favorite thing is the Christmas lights.
Nice touch, huh?
Yeah.
The let's be clear though, they are Moosemas lights, and
Oh my god. You're ruining children's dreams.
Oh my gosh. Please. On the first day of Moosemas, my moose gave to me a failed flight to Albuquerque.
Oh my lord. I thought we decided not to ever talk about Albuquerque.
Generally, that is the case. Alright, we're under 10 miles. Gear down. Flaps
I got
coming.
shunned the last time I talked about Albuquerque.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You know, all you guys talk about Albuquerque, but my favorite moose experience is Chicago. When
Oh,
he was
yeah,
doing
the
doing the drifting in the 747.
Tokyo Drift 747 style.
Alright, we are vacating the runway right now.
Copy that.
After 8+ hours of flying, and you end up doing that.
Right. I made my mama proud.
You flight for 8.5 hours.
Yeah, that was a long flight.
What's the route?
Heathrow to Chicago.
I had the whistle. Made the moment better. Yeah, that's a interesting flight. Honestly, I want to do Honolulu to Heathrow one day.
Oh gosh. It's a really long flight.
My 737 can handle that.
I don't think so.
Luck on that.
That's what ETOPS comes in handy for.
I don't think ETOPS has anything to do with that. That
yeah.
point.
What do you mean? Engines turn.
You'll be over land for plenty of time. It's more the issue of your fuel range.
We'll just get mid-air refueling. That's how this works.
Alright. Nice view of downtown San Diego there.
Dude, Orbix's downtown San Diego is so much better than that in VFRs. The buildings are really crisp.
We sink below VREF here.
Obviously, I'm doing ramp via Bravo.
Yes, obviously. You talking to San Diego ground?
Yeah, I already did that. So what gate are you going to?
I'm going to 23. Or 25, rather. 25.
Rothmuller, you're in X-Plane, right?
No. Oh, David.
I'm not an X-Plane, no.
FSX. Correct, right?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I saw you floating, but that was just my eyes going bad.
And we're down.
That was a juicy landing.
Thank you. I try to make him juicy just for you.
Thanks.
I think I see my stuff, but I could be totally wrong right now.
What gate are you going to?
21.
Are you... Yeah, I
Did
don't
you
know.
choose 21 for the memes?
No.
Oh.
Closest gate to Moose that was a small gate was 21.
123.9.
What?
David, do you want to spread cranberry?
No.
San Diego ground, westwind 1990, off of runway 27, taxiing to gate 25.
Freshman, deal up on the ground, good evening. Follow the company to the gate.
Follow company to the gate, westwind 1990.
Don't follow me! Don't follow me!
I know where I'm going, but... Taxi...
Is he company or not?
He is,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
westwind.
company.
Oh, I see an Alaska livery. Or is that just me?
That's, no, that's... Well, no, I see a white livery, but...
Oh no, I'm looking at your screen though, so maybe my eyes are just really weird right now.
Gate 25. There's my stud. Did you just do an about face, Rothmuller?
Wait, what?
Did you just do an about face?
Did I turn around? Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna stop while you figure out where you're going. What gate are you looking for? 21?
21, yes. I'm pretty sure it's on the other side.
It is.
Alright, I got it set up for a somewhat of a
See you later.
dusk into San Diego approach.
Oh.
Whoever was asking.
Yeah, I don't know who was asking. Yeah, I know you did, Kelsey. He likes to go on these power trips and smack people down for using such dastardly things as emoticons. Nightbot's a bit of a fascist dictator sometimes.
NightBot's gonna NightBot.
That's right.
I don't even know what Hawaiian Airlines is doing. They should just replace. They should cancel all their 787 orders and just replace them with 717s.
Grim Reaper doing his reaping. Well, they can't make any 717 orders. No one's making the 717.
Well, then just go to they'll go to the scrapyard and they'll make a few because that could flatten the 5-hour flight.
Nothing builds passion confidence like saying we got this plane at a scrapyard.
What do you even mean? That should be an advertisement statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this scrappy plane from,
Scrappy
New England.
plane?
No, you had to say scrappy plane from somewhere in Nevada.
We are using 100% recycled materials to fly you
That's right.
to Mexico City.
We bought this plane on carbon credits, and so...
Ladies and gentlemen, please be careful when pulling down the tray tables because they're only made of plastic. Wait.
They are
Hold
made
on.
of plastic.
Yeah, that's why I said. I was
Ladies
on
and gentlemen,
the.
there's no tray tables on this plane.
I remember I went to. I don't
If
remember
the
where I went.
oxygen
But
mask should fall down, don't bother putting them on because there is no oxygen.
The oxygen is for exclusive paying passengers only. What am I looking for? Menu, FS actions, ground connections, wheel chocks, ground and air. We can turn off the, or turn on that. Oh no, we can turn that off, I guess. Packs off. That's what I wanted. That's what I'm trying to do. And the strobes need to come off. That can go to the continuous. That can come on. And we need to set to ground power. And cut the engines. There we go. And now we can say request deboarding. I don't think this jetway is going to move.
Well, anyways, if you want to see what the black marble looks like in Southern California, I got it loaded up on the live stream.
Oh, okay. Let me go over there real quick and check it out, because I am curious to see. Twitch. Chris. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. Ooh, that's very pretty. Now, you're not, are you running Stargazer or no?
No, I'm not running Stargazer.
Okay.
But it's probably worth getting now.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to get Stargazer. It looks gorgeous.
what's that?
It's a black marble adaptation for the star texture map. Makes the night sky look really cool.
How much is? Well, actually, I should say what's the price tag?
I don't know off the top of my head. So I know that was a huge help to you, but
We should just go support FS add-ons. You know,
we
because
should
of course
definitely
we
not
need
do
to.
that.
No, we should because they're smart. They're gonna be using freeware as payware.
That's not smart.
Yeah, that's not smart.
That's pretty much taking someone's free idea and making it you have to pay for it.
Exactly.
I mean, all they have to do is buy out somebody's license, and they're good.
Alrighty. We have made
Alright,
it to San
guys.
Diego. I don't know why
I
the
just gave you the link
jetway doesn't move.
in the live stream room, so click on it.
Link to for Stargazer.
So, oh lordy!
That way you know what the prices are.
Wow, that's really expensive.
Hey, have you, Chris? Have you had the jetways actually operate in Orbex's San Diego version 2? Because it's just sitting there. I don't
You're
know.
having jetway issues?
I don't think it's not SODI, is it?
It's not so. It's not SODI, but oh, that's a good point. Ha! Yeah, I forgot that exists anymore because I don't use Control J anymore. I've got SODI gates everywhere. Oh, Orbex, get with the program. Get these SODI gates in here. My goodness.
You need to buy a base vector 3 bridges and traffic pack.
You don't have to get all of them, but those are all
It's-
options.
It's like $200 then.
Well, if you do that,
It's $55 just to make your sky look different.
hey, quality comes with a price.
Yeah, that's true. Is it good?
It is good. I've seen examples of it in other people's streams. It looks really nice. I'm tempted to get it. It went on sale shortly before, like at the beginning of November, I want to say, like right around Halloween. And I wasn't in a position where I wanted to pull the trigger at that point, but the next time it goes on sale, I think I'm jumping on it.
Oh my god, it does look really good.
See? Told you. Let's see. What was our landing rate? Ooh, landing rate. Drum roll, everybody. Minus 87. I'll take
Oh,
that.
you wanna know what mine was?
Nice.
What was yours?
Negative 324.
Ugh.
You wanna know what mine was?
Gotta work on that, buddy. What was yours?
I didn't fly.
Oh. Well, then, a pox on you and.
That was my landing, great.
Web plays. Yes, those were Control J. Now you forget about Control J when you get used to the Sodies doing it all for you. Yeah, we just landed, so we're done. It was a short stream for me because I've been running ragged this past few days. So next weekend we'll be doing more flights. But I'm gonna let's see, who can I throw to? Is Garg still online? I like throwing it to him if I can. Oh no, he's not. Chili's online. What's he doing? Pre-release hype for X-Plane 11? Interesting.
Send everyone to Christine.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Hello. Why didn't I think of that? Let's see here. I think it's that, right? Oops. What? I mean invalid. Mm-mm. 6340. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Hey, what's the frequency I need to tune to?
For, like, the localizer?
No, when I land.
Oh.
3.9.
Yeah. For, like, the localizer? There you go. I sent a rating party your way there, Chris.
Thank you for the raid.
You're welcome, sir. Alrighty, guys. I am going to go because I have lots of work to do still. So, it's been fun. Good to see you guys this weekend. We will see you next weekend as we continue Moosemas 2018. See you guys later.